that was a long climb just to do the workbook. But it looks like I need a little bit of help.
I can help you.
Oh, thank you, Big Ugly Hand.
Okay, these are pages 30 and 31 of the Let's Go 3 workbook. And this is the Let's Learn page. And here it says, look, unscramble, and write. So we're going to be making sentences about these jobs. And they have all of the spelling up here to help us. But first, let's remember the jobs.
A veterinarian, a mechanic, a sales clerk, a factory worker, a photographer, a baker.
Okay, let's do it. The first one, it gives us a hint here. It says, Narrativira. It is not a narrativira. That can be a veterinarian. And they already wrote it for us. So let's just make the sentence. He's, because it's a man, a veterinarian. veterinarian. He's a veterinarian. Or if we want to make it easier, we could just say he's a vet. And that would be the same. All right, number 2, the clue they gave us is orthopergaharp. And orthopergaharp is not a word, but down here, she has a camera, she has a flash, she's taking a picture, so I know that she is a photographer. So cross that out, and we're gonna write, she's a photographer. She's, or she is, a, and then photographer is spelled P-H-O-T-O-G-R-A-P-H-E-R. She's a photographer. Okay, then the next one is this lady here, and it says Secloracles, which is definitely not a word, but she is in a store. This says sale right here. She has some jam, so I think that she is a sales clerk. So let's use that one. All right. It's a woman, so we'll say she. She's a sales clerk. One word. Period. Forgot my periods again. Period. Okay, there are only 3 left now. Factory worker, baker, and mechanic. Right now, this number 4, this one says Crabe. And he is not a crabe, he has a cake, so I know he is a baker. Okay, let's write it. It's a man, so we'll go with he. He is, or short, he's a baker. B-A-K-E-R. Period. He's a baker. Okay, we're down to number 5, and it says Cortifa Crewar. Cortifa Crewar. Okay, it's either a factory worker or a mechanic. Sometimes these can be hard to tell apart. Remember, a factory worker makes new things. So we should see in the picture lots of things. And a mechanic fixes cars or bicycles or something else that needs to be fixed. So in the picture, we should see fixing. Right here, I see that this woman has lots and lots of jars of something, and there are big machines here. So I think this is factory worker. So let's write that. It's a woman, so she is, or she's, a, and factory worker is 2 words. Factory, F-A-C-T-O-R-Y, space, worker, W-O-R-K-E-R. She's a factory worker. All right, number 6, the last one, we know it's mechanic already, but it says Chikanem. Okay, he's not a Chikanem, he is a mechanic. And a mechanic fixes cars like he's doing. So let's write that. It's a man, so he, he's, a, and mechanic is M-E, me-C-H, mech, A-N, mechan, I-C, mechanic. There we go. Period, period, Part A is done. Okay, this is part B, and it just says write. So we need to do a question and an answer here. And in our student books, the question and answer pattern looked like this. If it's a man, then we're going to say, what's his job? And if it's a woman, we're going to say, what's her job? And then if it's a man, we can answer with he is, he's a. If it's a woman, we can say she. She's a. Okay, let's start. What's his job? Well, he's checking things, and look, they have the same thing again and again. So he makes things. He is a factory worker. Let's write that. He's a factory worker. Period. It's a woman, so what's her job? She has an animal here. She's got some medicine, so she is a veterinarian. Let's write that. She's a veterinarian. veterinarian. She's a veterinarian, period. Okay, now we need to do a question too. So is this a man or a woman? It's a woman, so we're gonna say, what's her job? Her means belonging to a woman. Okay, what is her job? Question mark. And look at this, she's in a store, she's scanning things to see how much they cost. So she's a sales clerk. Let's write that. She's, apostrophe S, a sales, S-A-L-E-S, clerk, C-L-E-R-K, period. And don't forget that sales clerk is one word, so there is no space. All right, the last one, number 4. This is a man, so when I make the question, I'm going to say, what's his or her? His, what's his job? All right, here we go. What's A-T, apostrophe S, space, his, space, job. Question mark. What's his job? Well, he has a camera. He's taking a photo or a picture. So he's a photographer. Let's write that. He's a photographer. Period. Okay, and just like that, part B is done. This is part C, and it says look and circle. So we're going to read the question, look at the picture, and then just pick the right answer. And this is a yes/no question, and in our student books it looked like this. And we know from doing this in other books too, that if we ask, is he, then our only answer can be, yes, he is, or no, he isn't, because is matches and he matches. Same with she. Is she? Yes, she is, or no, she isn't. Okay, let's try it. Is he a baker? There are cookies, there's an oven, so yes. Is he a mechanic? He isn't fixing cars. These are not cars, so no, he isn't. Is she a veterinarian? Well, a veterinarian helps animals, and this is not an animal, it's a person, so we're gonna say no. Is she an office worker? Well, she's typing on a computer. She has a telephone here, so I think yes. Yes, she is. Done. Good work, everybody.